I know it's very disappointing. We've been waiting for a start date. We know the procurement has started for the bus stations or for the stops themselves. And it's just a very slow process. We didn't think it would take as long. We truly thought it'd be well up and running at this stage, but we've been told now it's going to be up and running for the summer of 26, which is very welcome. This is just going to make life an awful lot easier for an awful lot of people if there is a bus, which if you're living in the Ennis area, there'll be a bus route very, very near your home.
What explanation has been given to councillors for the delay? Is it issues with procurement?
It must be, because we would have been under the impression that we would have had news in the last 2 months. We were waiting for news in the autumn of this year, and nothing was coming forward. So it must be procurement. We don't know what the delay was, but it's great to hear that it's now looking that we're going to have it up and running in the next few months.
In terms of the agreed route, Mary, are people generally, or are local representatives at least, generally satisfied with the stops that have been chosen?
Yes, the stops, the bus route is basically going north, south, east and west. And they're very welcome. There's a stop every couple of hundred yards, so it's very accessible to people. We have been quite pleased with the routes that have been put together now. There's one on the Lahinch Road. I would love to see it extended out the Lahinch Road. Currently it's going up the Shanaway Road, but we have been told once it's up and running, adding extra routes will not be a problem.
The council recently ran a public consultation on this. It ran from mid-November up to the 12th of December. It was a fairly low-profile public consultation, it has to be said, and we now know that only 2 submissions were received during that process. Is it disappointing that more of an effort wasn't made to get the word out on that?
Well, it's disappointing when there is any form of public consultation when the take-up is low, because certainly we all advertise it through our social media channels, and the council certainly advertise it. So when you hear that the uptake or people's interest is low, it's very disappointing, because this affects all of us. So currently we have public consultation out on the future, what people would like to see the future of O'Connell Street. And I really urge people to go to the Clare County Council website and to the Have Your Say section and engage in that. If you go to the Have Your Say section, you can see a number of things are up there at the moment for public consultation, including the Clare Abbey roundabout. And it's so important. There's no point complaining afterwards if people don't engage. So it is very important that they do that, and there's only a finite amount of time available for that engagement.
Does it point to an issue perhaps, Mary, though, with the way in which the council is getting its messages out, the channels they're using, given that we had a similar conversation around the time of the local transport plan? A lot of people only found out about the plan when there was an item on Clare FM with yourself about it. Is the communication effective?
Well, I suppose we see the communication because we're aware of it. We see it, we know it's out there. So it's when, I suppose, it's how do you engage with people that are not listening to Clare FM, that are not reading the local papers, that may not be following us on social media. So it's a difficult one to try and get to everybody, bar knocking in every single door in the town or the county for that matter. So, but it's just, to keep an eye on Clare County Council is very effective social media platforms, and it's important to engage with those and to see what's happening and what's going on, and equally the same with the councillors. Pretty much all of the Ennis councillors are on social media, and we're constantly sharing stuff that people should be aware of. And as I said, it's just important that they do engage. At the moment, there are 2 public consultations. The one is on O'Connell Street and the future of it. Do we want to see cars back on it? Do we want to keep it pedestrianised? And also the Clare Abbey roundabout.
And based on your engagement with Clare County Council executive members, are you confident that summer 2026 is when we'll see the bus in operation?
I'm very hopeful. I really want to see it happening. I would love to see it, that we can deliver it in the next 6 months. I'd be very, very happy.